Good morning. It's Sunday morning, and I'm just spending some quiet time by myself this morning. I've been just sitting here talking to Brayden and writing to him. I came upstairs this morning and noticed that my hummingbird feeders had been knocked down last night, and I wrote to him about that. So you'll be hearing about this again once I get to that letter. But it's been such a challenge with my bird feeders for the animals that we get here, the bears and the raccoons. And oddly, I live in the city, so but we do have a little patch of woods, and they tend to show up here. We get lots of deers and raccoons and foxes and bears. So this morning my two hummingbird feeders were out on the ground. So I've been busy getting that taken care of and making more nectar so that I can get them back out there. But I'm going to have to come up with a game plan to either keep the animals away or bring the hummingbird feeders in like I do my regular feeder every single night. And that's kind of a pain. So hopefully I can figure out a better plan for that. But I wanted to go ahead and get started on my letter to Brayden this morning. This letter is from March 30th, 2026, and if I recall correctly, I think this is my 127th letter. I didn't make a video yesterday, so I can't remember what it was, but I'll go ahead and get started. Good morning, my precious boy. Today is Monday. You already know how I feel about that. Today is March 30th. I lost you 20 months ago today. 20 months. It doesn't even seem possible. Time is still standing still for me. The kids are home for spring break. I like it when they are home. I got to stay in bed a little longer this morning. I was awake, but I didn't have to get up and leave, so that was so nice. It won't be long until the school year is over, and I'm glad of that. I've been starting each day with a prayer book and devotional. I think it helps me to try to get my head in a better space for the day. At least that's my goal. I dreamed about you last night. We were ice skating, and you looked to be about 12 years old. You were smiling and happy, just being you. You often appear to be around that age in my dreams. I think that's interesting. As I write this, I think back to when we took you ice skating in Gatlinburg. You had been on a hockey kick for a long time that started when you watched the Mighty Ducks. Remember that? You were obsessed with that movie. You were about 5 years old. We had to get you a t-shirt jersey made. You had a hockey net in the driveway, and you had your roller skates and helmet. We bought you street hockey sticks and pucks, and in no time you were skating all over the driveway, playing hockey like a pro. You wanted to skate on ice, so we took you. You wore your little helmet, a real kid's hockey helmet. It's still in the top of your closet. Within about 5 minutes, you'd gotten the hang of skating, and you were skating. I'm sorry. Like you'd been doing it for years. People, strangers, were watching you in amazement. This little bitty boy skating all over the rink with your helmet on with no difficulty at all. Several people with kids came up and asked me about the helmet, wanting one for their small kids. That was a great day. One of so many. I cherish our memories. Thank you so much, my precious angel. Your life is such a beautiful gift. Sweet face, sweet words, sweet boy. I love you, Brayden.